Yeah. So the point of it was that like we want people to understand that yes, we release a couple of videos a week on the main channel. We got Swing Quest stuff going out. This comes out every week, but like there is lots of great stuff happening and exciting stuff happening in between all of those releases that you don't get to see, and you don't get to kind of to experience and witness because the only bits you see are the actual finished product content that comes out.
The final cut.
The final cut.
Oh my gosh, that's our sister podcast.
But it also shows how much effort that you guys put into like the full videos, like how actually long a video takes. Like, obviously, the reviews take a long time, and they're so like they're hard to make.
Yeah.
And then obviously the course logs being they are a beast of an edit.
But the other thing is that it also shows that it is a complete team process. Like if you were on the Discord in the last few days and maybe even you got the early tag, the first 100 people to join got a tag that says that they were early to the party. Yeah. They're the type of people who turn up for their tea time before it's before the course is even open. They're smashing it on the range beforehand. Early people, shout out to the earlies.
You know who you are.
You know who you are with your yellow tag.
Yeah.
But it also shows how much of a team effort every video is, right? If you were on the Discord earlier this week, you would have seen Kieran sat at home with the football on one screen and doing tracers on the other.
Yeah.
You would have seen, Jacob sat editing and not even realizing that people are talking to him while he's working. Us sat next to each other, chucking ideas across.
I wish I saw that.
I'm sorry to the one guy who came in whilst I was in one of the rooms, and I was just sat there, and he was obviously talking, and I didn't have a headphone in, and I'd muted my chat.
You're like in a zone.
In a zone editing, and I turned to my laptop, and there was this one poor lad sat there. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry, but yeah, thank you for waiting for me. I was in the zone.
But like literally the other day, we just put a message out saying, we're going to be in the voice chat for the next few minutes. Come and say hi. We were just sat like watching edits and, cross-checking each other's work and stuff. And people came in, we asked questions and we answered a couple of things about what was going on. And it's great. Like I want it to feel like, like during lockdown, this is how I got into Discord. During lockdown, I was work from home and I was like, I want to feel like I'm, in an office or at least sat in a coffee shop, but none of those things were open. So Discord became the place where I would just, log into a voice chat with people I'd met on the internet and, be sat doing my normal work and have them there to interact with when I needed to. But also, I saw a thing on I've deleted TikTok for the next 40 days.
You deleted TikTok?
For the next 40 days.
Why?
It's Lent, so I've got rid of TikTok.
Such is the modern times of what are you going to give up?
TikTok.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, so I've given up TikTok for the next 40 days. But I saw something on there previous, which was about how your productivity increases and your happiness increases if it feels like you're working with someone else.
Right.
So even just having the voice chat open with the camera on and someone else being in there, even if you don't talk, it makes you more productive.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to create is like an office feel, a like coffee shop feel where you can come and drop in, say hi, ask questions, catch up with what we're doing and meet other people who want to do the same.
But then also hopefully it will get to the point as well that when we're, for example, like on the road or anything like that, we can just say, all right, guys, we're in London. We're going to be at this driving range. And, if you want to come along, hit some shots, join us. Like, hopefully it can get to that point, which is really, really cool and really exciting to see.
Yeah. So we did ask some of the initial, I think we were about 200 by the time we asked for some questions that people would like to know about how this all happens. That didn't necessarily involve Pete because we knew Pete wasn't going to be here.
Yep.
And one of the questions...
This is about us.
So yeah, we're more important. At least today anyway, because there's no Pete. We did think about leaving his chair.
Yeah, we were going to do it, but for framing purposes, it just didn't
make sense.
Didn't look right.
So one of the questions was, what's the process of getting a video ready for the internet?
Okay, I suppose...
You start, yeah, Jay.
So, I think... with anything, the concept has got to come first. We have monthly meetings where we'll have a chat about video ideas, whether very loose or very constrained idea of that someone's come in and like, I've seen this, I think we should do this, and it can kind of snowball from there.
Yeah, like David's level of preparedness is like, I know what the title is.
Yeah.
I know what the first 3 minutes of script are going to be.
Yeah.
I know what the thumbnail looks like. I've already spoken to the people, and normally our ideas are like, wouldn't it be great if we just like went to the moon and played golf?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know how it'll look, but it'll look good. We know it's a good video.
We don't know if we're going to do it, but it'll look good. So yeah, the main gist, the start of it has got to be, one of us is coming in, we've got an idea, and it's put in the list on the side that we can come back to whenever we want to. Once that video comes around, and obviously this can coincide with like when something like the PXG stuff comes up. These videos naturally occur. There's no sort of idea of we go to them, they can come to us, and we can work stuff out. So once the video is sort of decided of what we want to do, it's really then meted out of how we want to go about it. And it's in you say David comes up with thumbnails and titles. This is that's kind of the first thing that is decided, really, because when you go to make a YouTube video, or when you're thinking of putting something out onto the internet, the way that people are going to get to click on that video is by those two things. So how are you going to package this video together to make it as clickable and as presentable to people that are subscribed to the channel?
It's almost the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like the video can be beautifully edited, can be wonderfully filmed, can be scripted great, the music can be wonderful, everything can be perfect. But if no one clicks on it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, exactly. And
So
that's obviously the one of the things that we really try and nail down before we even press record on a camera. It's just a case of when we go to the golf course, it doesn't have to be done. The thumbnail hasn't to be taken, so to speak, because obviously we might be taking photos whilst we're there. But before we go and film anything, before the video has been scripted and it's finally sort of bulked out into what we think it's going to be, then thumbnail and title come first.
Okay, and then so let's skip the bit where it gets filmed. So we go out and we shoot the video and it's all wonderful. Yeah. It's filmed, it's edited, then what happens? Well, it gets edited by all of us.
I was going to say, yeah, like that editing process is a big process. Like it'll take a while, and then Pete checks it, and we'll check it, and then check it again. Like, so it goes through that sort of like
moderation stage.
Moderation, that's the word I was looking for. Great. And then you upload it, didn't you?
We do, yeah, and the lovely people at home watch it. It's a weird kind of transition of how the video goes. It goes very quick. Like we'll go out and film. We always try, as it can change throughout the year, but we always try to get ourselves ahead of the game. So if we're filming something, we've already got videos edited that are going out this week, and we just keep moving forward like that. We don't want to be in a position where we're editing a video and then that's the next video out.
Yeah. Apart from something like this, which is this like the podcast in particular needs to be kind of relevant to what's going on right now.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're right. Like there's some videos that we have recorded that aren't coming out for
months,
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, based on what the schedule looks like. So we try to get ahead of the game as much as possible. And the other thing that we try to do is, which doesn't always end up happening, is the team that shot the video normally try and edit that video as well. Yeah. So it's a bit different at the moment because me and Jacob have kind of split the kind of workload. Because I did the first Best Golfer on YouTube video, I've kind of got a flow of how it's working, and Jacob's still in that kind of very technical, very graphic heavy review mode from Tech Month. So we've kind of kept those things separate, and I've been doing Fred and Hannah were both shot by you guys. Yeah. So I wasn't actually there. So it's more important for me to understand how the game went. Yeah. What you shot that you thought was really exciting, what problems you encountered that then I might need to resolve in the edit. So we're always communicating, but it has got split up a little weirdly at the moment. But normally, if you shoot the video, you would end up actually also being heavily involved in the edit.
Yeah, because coming back to sort of the bulking out of the video and that sort of an early initial concept idea stage is that once that thumbnail and title was then built, Pete will go away and write a script. So if he is talking about a particular club, obviously he's got more information and more knowledge of sort of that kind of thing. We do tread our toes in the water a little bit of doing scripting, but we're not as heavy as he is. Once then that's complete, then it's easier for us to then look at the script he's written, and then we can think about shots.
Yeah, what shots need to happen.
Particular things we need to film. So when that stuff kind of comes into the picture, that is when it is crucial for the person who's filmed it to be able to sort of get hold of the edit because they know the way that it's going to go. Not massively important, but it's obviously makes it a lot easier if
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
going to edit a video that you know what's coming.
Yeah, yeah.